Welcome back to Sexuality Sunday with Soul Strippers. Today we're talking about why does my partner love porn? And we've got to realize that in the animal kingdom, there isn't all these games being played. There's no ownership of things. One animal doesn't say to the other animal, oh, that's my bull or that's my buck. They're just going on co-creating with each other without shame, blame, jealousy, insecurity. But we know we're not animals. We are actually in a very animalistic nature right now. But we're looking for a one and only and wondering, is monogamy a reality? Or are we all just looking for love in the wrong places? Searching for this ultimate oneness and finding partners who abandon and betray us at our core. And these games between everyone being played is an important part in our growth. We've definitely hit a new space in relationships where we realize that our soul issues match our partners. So the partner that is addicted to porn is feeling guilt and shame and triangles of pain and looking to find somewhere to escape in this fantasy world that's being portrayed by the porn industry. So you've got yourself as a person who is not deeply self-partnered, and you go up and down according to whether your partner loves you, feels attracted to you, or if they feel like they need outside sources to get something they're not getting from you, you feel not good enough or insecure or jealous. And if you're with a narcissist, they're just unhappy at a core level, so they cannot be happy with someone else. But the issue is one partner wants to blame the other. And when you get to working on your own issues and evolving through these issues, what you realize is the only person you have to blame is yourself. You cannot attract someone to you that unconditionally loves you unless you unconditionally love yourself. You cannot attract someone loyal to you until you are loyal to yourself. You cannot attract someone who will never abandon and betray you until you no longer abandon and betray who you are. So, if we get to the heart of this and understand what the porn industry does have right, is that our relationships are not on the healthy, healed, evolved, sacred space that they should be. And we are capable of a much more sacred form of sexual relationships than we are currently in. Because right now we have a bunch of people living in unhealed traumas, all reflecting each other's wounds through these games. So we've got the players, the men that are looking, or women that are looking for something out of this industry that they're not finding in their relationships. And when you really get evolved and healed and you realize that you were never really comfortable in your own skin, and the people that are in this industry are very comfortable in their own skin. They have their own issues because they have sold themselves out for their sexuality and are looking for something outside of themselves to give them relief for their inner pain. And a lot of times these partners and relationships and the way they revolve into things and all work together, we have to be in these bodies looking separate in order to play these games and self-partner. So when you get to the inner planes of everything, then we also have judgments about people, about how their relationships are, about the way men see women, the way women see men. All of these things are establishing where we're at a core level of our own soul. And what we're doing here is evolving and growing through all these games. So until the healing happens, we just continue to latch onto people who play these games. And we continue to co-partner with people who will outplay this pain and suffering inside of us. So when we deeply self-partner, we no longer go up and down according to someone is attracted or not attracted to us. When we become comfortable in who we are, our authentic selves, we're no longer trying to match what society thinks or believes we should be. We deeply are loyal to who we are at the core of our being, regardless of what others think or what society says we should be or how we should be. That's when we get to a sacred place in our own selves, where we are so strong and solid in who we are, what we want, and no longer go up and down on other people's Richter scales. Then we can attract that partner. And these sacred relationships can be formed, because there's no doubt that at a core level, this fantasy fairy tale that we're looking for is possible. And what people are having as an idea of our sexual relationships as they are right now is not functional and is not sacred. And it is not the sexuality that we should be expressing. It's these wounded games where everybody's trying to escape their pain, whether it's through porn or alcohol or workaholics or however it comes into being. We're all attracting back to ourselves everything inside of ourselves. And until everybody gets to this heal evolve level, we are just stuck at this dysfunctional idea of what sexual relationships are. We are capable of so much more. So in order to attract a partner that is loyal, unconditionally loves you, and has this sacred relationship together, you have to do your healing work. You have to go within yourself and stop looking for other people to give you something that you don't have. That's when we get to sacred relationships, and our sexuality blossoms into new heights and becomes what it should be. We've got to release these energy ties. No matter who abandons and praise me, I will never abandon and betray myself. This is called self-partnering. Unconditionally love and accept yourself for who you are. Most people don't even know who they are. Most people have never deeply connected to their own being and their own person. They are so busy trying to be what society thinks and feels and looking for love outside of themselves that they have no idea who is underneath the mask of the ego and what they've come to be according to what these ideals are. And so until you hit these places and use these negative emotions as a roadmap to see jealousy, insecurity, anger, frustration, feeling worthless, if your partner is looking to someone else for some sort of sexual ideas and you feel you're not good enough, the feeling not good enough is already inside of you and they're triggering it. And this is where we're coming into a new time and a new era of healing deeply within and forming and creating new relationships and sacred relationships that are way above and beyond what we've ever expressed or felt before or co-shared with one another. Because when your energy systems all shut down according to these unhealed wounds and traumas, the sex that you're experiencing or the relationships you're experiencing are simply a match for your dysfunctions. And we're going to get into this more as we go into our Sexuality Sundays trip together. How our energies and our fields opening up, chakras, meridians, radiant circuits, exactly the science of this as we go through these weeks together of moving into new places and understanding scientifically, spiritually, emotionally, and physically how our bodies are connected and our reality are connected to hitting new heights and exactly what we need to do to get there. So join me again next week for Sexuality Sunday. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Sunday.